person in the room. Pasta's in losers.
Yeah.
After he whopped 6WX last week.
Yeah.
But 6WX is sitting in Grand's winner's side.
Yeah, that's great.
I don't know what's real anymore.
All right. I think I'm going to hop off because I got a long drive home.
Okay. Get home safe, Flygon.
Yeah, I will. Oh.
That was Flygon. Shouts out to Flygon. Shouts out to All Charged Up. Shouts out to Battle Subway. Show your thing. Show your thing. Show your thing. Get back on the mic. Show your thing real quick. I don't know what to say.
Battle Subway, March 30th, Phoenixville, PA, 275 Schuylkill Road.
Give him a link.
Smash.gg/Battle Subway.
All right.
3, 2, 1.
Beautiful.
Go!
And now we are sitting down. The one, the only.
Clam hat.
Yeah, me.
Yeah, absolutely,
Yeah,
man.
and Stu the announcer.
Yeah, and Stu the announcer. Howdy, folks.
Coming to
Rocking
you.
out with you.
Top 4 here at We Bear Bears 169. We are firmly into the best of 5 segment of this tournament at 1:16 a.m. This is insane.
Yeah, no, hey, I mean that's what happens when you get 100+ entrants in your local.
Yep.
We were not expecting that. I think we were very, very close to breaking a fire code.
Yeah. Yep. And who could blame the people when the action in the building is as hot as it is right now?
Absolutely, and it's only heating up from here. BlazingPasta somehow finding his way into losing semifinals after that loss to Beast.
Right.
Which I wouldn't call an upset necessarily, but I mean, he's
I would call that an upset with how strong Pasta came in looking to this tournament.
I mean, Pasta looked unstoppable. If anything, it just proved that he's human.
It's an upset, but that's more a credit to how good Pasta has looked to how much relatively weaker Beast may have looked coming into that set.
100%,
that's all I was saying.
No, 100% correct.
But he has earned his spot in losers semis, going up against Riz, who has looked enigmatic, I will say, on this Mii Swordfighter.
Yeah, I would agree. I mean, he's just been throwing out. He's been playing that thing like he's Sparky almost.
Yeah.
Just throwing out all those projectiles and being safe. He knows that he doesn't need to approach. Why would he need to? BlazingPasta is going to be the one who has to push the initiative, and luckily for BlazingPasta, he's doing that just fine, although it looks like he's having a heck of a time trying to unlock the puzzle that is Riz.
Right. And these Mii characters, especially with their specials, are very... Oh, he's got a stitch. I have to stop talking because he's got a stitch. Anything could happen now. Oh, okay.
Oh, shields it.
Yep. That's nice shield damage, but he's very lucky that did not get reflected.
No, you're not wrong, especially...
And another up B. So that's the thing about this Mii Swordfighter character is that you're not fighting one sword fighter. You're really fighting all of them. Like, you're fighting Link because you have to deal with that up B. You're fighting some projectile. You're fighting Villager because that Chakram is basically like Lloyd Rocket and Slingshot in one move.
Yeah.
That crown solves all the problems for BlazingPasta.
No, the problem is that he's got 2 more to solve right here, and right now Riz, he's not presenting a particularly easy riddle for BlazingPasta to unlock here.
And this really is like a tale as old as time, Peach versus Swords.
Yeah.
We've seen this matchup, Peach versus not any particular sword character, but just Peach versus Swords in general. We've seen this since Melee.
Oh, absolutely.
And if Peach gets in, she gets damage. But there is a sword in the way. And not just that, but with this character in particular, there are projectiles too. There's a Chakram. Shouts out to Soul Calibur.
Yeah, this is true.
And there's a whole tornado. I don't even think there's a parallel for that move on another character in the game.
Just
the sheer amount of stage control that it gives you.
Yeah, no, it used to be that way for Link, I believe. No, that was the boomerang that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, the boomerang.
Yeah. But even that, not really.
Right.
That was on the backswing. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, the crown again. Swats it. Matumbo says no. BlazingPasta. Looking for the rejection here, but maintaining stage control.
He's got to take some risks. That back air would have been really nice if it killed, but he really has to take some risks in order to even bring this game close to an even state.
Yeah, and he really needed to clean up his. He really needed to clean up that second stock right there, because now he's gonna have to take on additional damage and eventually lose that stock with the up air, and now that's a clean 2-stock victory.
Yeah,
for Riz, who is looking unbeatable right now. Although you mentioned maybe there are some flaws to what Riz is doing.
I mean, in my head, because I'm used to this character being nowhere.
Right.
And I played against a character, Smash 4, not a good character. So I have to reframe how I'm thinking about this character, because the moves look the same, but the game's so much faster that there's just so much to deal with now. And I'm honestly, I guess, surprised at just how, like, competent Riz is with controlling this character. He knows how to use every single move.
I don't think it's a surprise that Riz is doing so well. We've seen a little bit of Riz.
Right, right.
But at the same time, it's the surprise is coming from the fact that it's this setup that's doing so well.
Right, and on a player, the players of the caliber that he's been getting these wins on. He almost just took a stock at 41% on BlazingPasta, who again, like I would say, coming into this tournament was the best player probably in the region.
Oh, you could argue that. I mean, it really makes you wonder if he was at Let's Make Moves, what he could have done.
Oh my. Believe me, I wonder. But that was then, and this is now, and
whenever you hear
he doesn't have, he could have Tweet to deal with, Samsora, Nairo, but no, the obstacle in your path right now is Riz and his wall of tornadoes.
Yeah, which right now, BlazingPasta having a heck of a time trying to unlock. Riz playing an incredibly patient game. Sort of just sitting back, letting the offense come to him.
Yeah.
And why wouldn't he? What reason does he have to play aggressively?
Yeah, I love that you use the word unlock, because that's really how it feels. It's just this it's just this big mystery box that you can't really figure out, and you have to do that before you can get your hands on this freaking character.
And BlazingPasta's Peach looking to play the role of Pandora to unlock this box.
No kidding.
But what sort of trouble could be brewing underneath is the question. And Riz, with that up B, shows maybe gives you a little bit of a peek. Here's what happens if you want to try to get in close.
And it looks like very little has changed from game one and from the first stock in this game too. Riz isn't doing anything different. And Pasta's trying so much to try and get around this, but he's getting nickel and dime for percents, and the up B is always there ready and waiting when he tries to go high.
And I know you've heard me say this a couple of times, Clamhat. You find yourself with enough nickels and dimes, you'll find yourself with $1.
That is true.
And there you go.
Or a dash attack.
Yeah, take that a full stock. Go ahead, take that to the bank. He has sitting at 116 with all 3 of his stocks. Riz right now.
It's crazy. There's always, anytime Pasta tries to go in, there's always a hitbox there. That looks like the first strong hit he's landed this entire game. And
beautifully done
that
with
was
the turn up.
So cheeky.
The highlight reel BlazingPasta.
Yeah. And that, now we will see. Now we're going to learn a little bit about Riz's mentality, because that's the sort of thing that can tilt a player enough to lose a game. That's the opening that Pasta needs. Now it's a question of whether or not Riz is going to let him get anything off of that opening.
He's doing just a little bit better, it seems like, in terms of getting those hits in.
Yeah.
Maybe. He's letting
that.
He's approaching now.
Yeah,
he's opening himself up.
Yeah, he really is. And it feels like that looks like the first grab he's gotten all game. Maybe all set. I don't. it doesn't feel like he's been getting a lot of grabs. And when I think of all the sets that he's won against players here and at other tournaments that I've seen him play in alternate, he's getting grabs.
Yeah. No, and this is I remember if I could harken back to traditional sports,
right.
Dominic Hasek, the Dominator, the goalie, would often open up areas in the goal just to goad people into shooting so that he could just glove it or block it with his blocker.
Yep.
He would often just leave those areas open to make them shoot at him. And so, because he knew that he could stop it. Right now, Riz, he's coming in with these areas open, but the difference between he and Dominic Hasek may be that he's not Dominic Hasek. What we do know, we don't know what Hasek's main would be. What we do know is that Riz is up 2-0, even though, let's face it, I mean, that was very, very close to swinging the other way for BlazingPasta.
It was?
But it also wasn't.
Yeah, exactly. It wasn't. Like, that was almost it could have been a two-stop. It could have been. And also, you raised the question about Dominic Hasek, because we know how crazy he was.
Yeah?
What if he had a sword?
Yeah, you mean what if he had a saber?
Let's go, Stu!
Oh,
let's go, Stu.
Man.
That seems bad now.
Yes, it is. Oh, Eichel
man.
deserves
I want
better.
to see... Yeah, he does. I want to see Patrick Waugh versus Dominic Hasek 2001, but with swords. That's all I'm asking. And I don't think that I'm asking for too much.
I'd agree with you.
Yeah.
I'd agree with you.
But Pasta's going to be asking for a W to keep himself alive in this tournament.
Absolutely. Yoshi's Island Brawl is going to be the destination.
Right.
Game number 3, he's going to have to pull out a reverse 3-0.
Yep.
From the past 2 games, have you gleaned anything that BlazingPasta can do in order to make himself a threat to Riz? A consistent threat.
Get Riz tilted and make him go in. Honestly, that was the only time that Pasta really looked threatening in this set. Or but this stage has walls. You can't keep him underneath the stage with a turnip.
Yeah, true.
That one option is taken away.
That back air, side B. I mean, might as well throw. He's throwing everything and the kitchen sink.
Yeah, pretty much.
Kind of has to at this point.
Now, I wonder why this stage?
That could be something to ask him afterwards.
Right.
But, I'm not going to bother him right now if you're not.
Yeah. Maybe the platform height is something that he wants to try and get over the tornadoes. Because the tornadoes are giving him fits right now.
This is true, and floats right over that. And he is getting them off stage and into disadvantage a lot easier.
Even the up B is a tornado.
Yeah, there you go. And just like that, he's playing to get back to even. That can't be good for BlazingPasta's morale.
Yeah.
And even though he is relatively level-headed,
yeah,
certainly. This isn't really the sort of.
Oh my God, the chakram! It's taking away the grab. That could be a gimp, but no, he's got distance.
Now that tornado again barely avoids that up air.
Right. For Pasta, he's got to take this piece by piece. First you got to win a game. Before that, you got to take stocks. So prime objective right now is just don't get damaged, just get the stock. Find your forward air.
Good spot dodge by Ridge, though.
Yeah.
He's reading the grabs now, and BlazingPasta, he's going to have to come up with something else.
Okay.
There you go.
There's a back air.
Yep. And Riz is such a brilliant player. He knows what his options are. He knows his win conditions, and he has not deviated from them once. Spare that one momentary lapse of
aggression
from BlazingPasta.
unexpected aggression. Oh my God! He was so ready for that.
Riz,
are you kidding me?
Holy smokes, man! I mean,
that was insane. One of the last hits of the tornado, catching Peach out of the parasol, which nothing ever does, and he's all ready for it with the up B. That was nuts.
We are seeing something beautiful from Riz here today. And BlazingPasta all of a sudden down to his last stock. The hopes of a three-peat looking smaller and smaller
Yeah,
as
no
the seconds
kidding.
tick away.
And as the stocks tick away, too.
Yeah, sitting at 115.
This still can be an even game. One forward air, and this is basically an even game.
But Riz has not let him have it.
Yeah,
little
that's the
get
thing.
back,
He's not letting him have anything.
Yeah. Pasta as focused as ever.
Oh
Can he
my
make it
God!
back? Oh my
No,
goodness!
what was that?
Oh,
Okay.
he tees himself up
This is-
unwittingly for that side B, and Riz, I mean, unflappable as he has looked.
Yeah.
All of a sudden-
big damage. This is the best chance that Pasta's had this entire set to take a game. This is the closest, like in a last stock situation, this is the closest it's been. Pasta needs to capitalize on this now.
Yeah, that was
Not only is he not going to get a better chance than this, he's not going to get another chance, period.
no, you're absolutely quite literally. He's down to his tournament
Yep.
stock, and the grab looking for that up
Every
air.
grab-
That could have been curtains.
Yeah, every grab, every single hit, forward air, back air, every tornado, it looks so scary because we know what's coming after it. But that up smash is so close to being the hit he needs. And now we're back to it again. We're back to the same situation. One forward air.
Oh, looking
one
for the
back air.
gimp.
One peach bomber. He's on the board.
He really wanted to finish that off with the gimp too. He was
Yeah.
looking for it. Just
That's such a scary recovery.
Oh my goodness!
God!
BlazingPasta!
No way!
The Revenant, BlazingPasta coming back from the dead, from almost sure destruction to take a game. He's not done yet. Riz, all of a sudden.
Oh no! This
And-
is how it starts.
and-
This is how it starts.
No. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, Clam Hat. That was game number 3.
Yeah.
And we saw games number 1 through 2. He was having a heck of a time trying
Yeah.
to get in. And I mean an absolute devil of a time. To just trying to get into that space.
Yeah,
And
to get his hands on the character.
and now he knows that he's not going back to Yoshi's Island Brawl.
Right, right. And I just want to... The composure, the ice in his veins, to go for that so incredibly vulnerable recovery on your last stock of the entire tournament, potentially. I cannot believe he had the cojones to go for that recovery.
I mean, BlazingPasta is not a player that's risk averse.
No,
Let's say. He's
no.
not. He is calculating, but he is not afraid to roll the dice where he finds it necessary. As we go to Pokemon Stadium 2 for game number 4 of this losers semifinal clip, and what a clip it has been. I mean,
Yep.
it's been all Riz all the time for the most part until really just that turn of momentum.
Yeah.
That we saw 2 stocks in a row from BlazingPasta.
And now, this looks a lot... This looks almost like a different player.
Yeah, no, this is where BlazingPasta potentially turning on the Jets, and Riz,
Yeah.
who's been so well composed. So, I mean, you talking about ice in his
Okay.
veins. He's been doing nothing except playing his game.
Yeah.
But has BlazingPasta gotten the download?
Pasta looks different. This is a different player, I'm telling you. His movement looks so much more precise. His aerial, his altitude on his floats is so much better against the Chakram.
Oh,
my!
no.
I'm telling you, this is a different player. And the one thing that the one change that Pasta's done that I have noticed is he's going for less turnips, more aerials. And what that means is he's just going in more. The best way to counter this Tornado Chakram game from Riz is just to not let him get it started. These are still pretty slow moves. If you get to him before they start, you can stop them the entire chain from ever starting.
And he's still getting tagged with the tornadoes, nonetheless. But at the same time, not nearly as much of an impact as he was as they were having prior.
Right, right. And now you're seeing Riz go for less projectiles because he feels a little bit of pressure too. Now he has the stock. This, I think, is the first time in the entire set that he's been at a stock deficit.
Yeah. No, this is Riz looking unsure of his own
Shield
strategy more so than we have. Although
Yeah.
he's only sitting at 29% now. I was about to say it's not
Yeah.
a terrible, unwinnable proposition. As soon as I say that, is there
my.
such thing as a commentator's curse?
I've heard rumors. I've heard rumors to that effect. I can neither confirm nor deny.
Oh. What dark magic have we summoned here, Clint?
I swear to you, when he won that game, I felt Undertaker vibes. I heard the gong in my head because that's what we're seeing.
You saw him sit up out of the casket?
Yeah, you did.
BlazingPasta, if he could complete this comeback, it would be an absolutely monumental moment in his development as a player. He techs it! He teched that!
Oh my god.
Potentially tournament-saving tech, sitting at 187%. Crowns him.
Pasta. Oh my god.
And
Pasta.
the back air. BlazingPasta blazing through these stocks.
Somebody gave BlazingPasta plot armor for Christmas. There's no other explanation because this is night and day.
Yeah, I mean, plot armor, that's one way of putting it, and eventually that stock goes down.
He lived at 204. That's another. Oh
my goodness!
Low aerials, so much damage.
That was aggressive. And right now, Riz, he's trying new. He's trying other things, but nothing seems to be working. At 101%, BlazingPasta, you're absolutely right, looking like a whole new player.
His spacing is so good right now. Oh my god!
And the crown weighing heavy upon the two-time reigning champion, looking to make it 3. And he, just like that, we are tied at 2-2, Clam Hat.
The end of Game 3 into all of Game 4 is some of the scariest Super Smash Brothers I've ever seen. This, Game 1, Game 2, Pasta looked lost. Absolutely lost. And this looks like now we're seeing what this matchup would have looked like if they played it out in Smash 4, where, again, Swordfighter was nowhere.
No, yeah, and now to Kalos we go for game number 5. I'm not really sure about the pick here, Clam Hat. What's your reasoning?
For Riz, he wants space. He needs space. He needs space to get his projectile game started again because that's the only thing that's been working for him in this set.
Yeah, but then again, that up air isn't going, as powerful as it is, not going to kill quite as early.
Right. I mean, but
that's the sacrifice you take?
Exactly. You have to get your projectiles because when the projectiles aren't there, this entire Swordfighter character completely fell apart. 100% fell apart. It looked like nothing was working. And he's got a bomb.
He pulled a bomb.
Okay.
No, not quite.
The timing really wasn't there. If Riz was on stage, maybe it would have been better, but there was too much time that had passed. You don't want to risk that thing going off.
Yeah. And I like that he's using the turnips, but he's not relying on them necessarily. He's not leaning on them. And you do see that. You do see Peach players fall into that trap every now and then. But BlazingPasta, I mean, such a good fundamental player. He could be playing. I mean, this is what he learned playing so many different characters in Smash 4, notably the Ness, notably the Diddy.
Yeah.
But I mean, his Peach making the comeback. I mean, he knows that it's more than just a gimmick that he has to go for if he wants to win.
This is oppressive. He should be dead. That's it.
Is.
Oh my god.
And I mean, just think about it. How impossible.
Oh, what?
Oh my goodness.
What are you doing?
BlazingPasta, are you actually kidding me?
I'm not holding a controller. I'm nowhere near a controller. I feel like I'm getting JV Ford.
No,
That's how scary Pasta is right now. I've got goosebumps thinking about just how... Oh my god, it's so much pressure on Riz right now because he had all of the momentum in the world.
Everyone left here at the laboratory mesmerized by what's happening here. I mean, you're seeing people, they just can't take their eyes off the screen. Can't take their eyes off of what BlazingPasta is putting on display here tonight.
Yeah,
in game number 5.
157 on his first stock. 165,
on
he
the
lives
DI,
back there.
and he lives. And he texts that to get back.
Oh my god, that whiff.
Yeah, no, that could cost Riz.
No!
And,
oh, that was such a scary air dodge too.
He's stuck with the Mii Swordfighter. I will give him credit for that, Riz.
Okay.
And eventually taking that stock. But you gotta think,
finds the hit is finding the hit there is so important because even though you're at 147, the chance to do damage to Pasta's second stock while you're still on your second stock is invaluable to Riz right now.
Now the real question, good connection with that up B.
Yeah.
But now the thing is that you said that Riz needs space. Well, he has all the space in the world. What's not working for him right now?
He's not going for projectiles. He's not. He has the space, and it doesn't look like he's making the best use of it. Back air out of shield. Oh, he doesn't go for the snap, and he gets more damage out of it. This is great for Riz.
And oh.
Okay, but he rolls and Pasta was ready. You'll take when you started that stock, that Pasta second stock, Riz did at like 140, you'll take 58% damage of extra credit there.
Let's rewind just briefly to game number 3. We saw BlazingPasta on his tournament stock, and that's basically where he turned it all around. The question is, can Riz find that extra little bit of gas to cross the finish line and stop the momentum that BlazingPasta has rolled on for himself?
Yeah.
But right now, looking like a boulder going downhill, is Riz merely standing up front of it.
Yeah, this is the first time that Riz has looked like he's like getting closer to being in control of this game. But it's too little. It could be too little, too late.
Oh, good reflection.
He's at 112 on his last stock. Pasta has 2 stocks on the board. This could be over in a blink of an eye.
That reflection could very well have saved his tournament life.
That was a great catch into the forward air.
Yeah, Riz, he's not done yet.
He's got to be so precise with his spacing. That was too close.
Oh, the spot dodge, though. Riz, I mean, that defensive play is
so
what got him here.
It's so terrifying to go in on Peach's shield like that at this percent.
I mean, he has to take chances at
this
point.
He does.
He has no choice.
The dash attack, he can't live too many more hits.
He's been offered no
corner.
Oh,
my
and
God,
Riz.
he hit himself out of that one. Into the grab. That won't kill, but it's stage control.
Oh, almost gets the gift.
No!
And, oh, no! And Riz goes out like such. What a performance from Riz this whole tournament, but BlazingPasta coming back from the dead to move on in 5 games.
I'm struggling to find the words to describe what I just saw.
You and I both.
Like, it feels like an exaggeration coming out of my mouth, but I cannot exaggerate how terrifying Pasta looked in Game 4.
Oh my goodness.
And the beginning of Game 5. Because it's not just the games by themselves, it's the swing of momentum from Games 1 and 2. And the beginning of Game 3. Like, it looked like he had no answers to that Swordfighter, and then all of a sudden...
in the middle of Game 3.
Yeah.